Alright. I've got one more. Yeah, I'm just going to tear up the stuff next to the house if it'll help. We can use any odd numbers we have to replant later. Alright, I've got like 9 on me. Let me toss them to you. There you go. Now we need platform building materials. I'll have to get some of that. Oh, I've got a decent amount. I think I'll build it. I'll just build an extension onto this. There.
Okay, so I'm up to 19 books.
So
we need another 26.
Alright. Still, we've got the materials to build the penis fiesta.
What?
The thing. You know.
Which thing?
Penis fiesta. The word. Yeah, close enough. No, the table and some bookcases.
We already have the table.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, this will be a decent place to... Or we can just put it right near here. First. I need coffee.
Okay, got 6 bookcases and 1 extra book.
Alright. I'm actually going to increase this one more. Because that would have been the smart thing to do in the first place. Alright. So I had someone today, or heard someone today arguing that apparently in parts of, I guess, Scandinavia or somewhere, they don't like bacon.
Those are horrible people.
Yeah, what sort of hellhole do they live in?
Canada?
Or it was whatever country also produces lutefisk.
I think that's Sweden.
Yeah. Like, yeah, bacon isn't really eaten over here. It's considered too fat and too greasy. Like, yeah, but you eat lutefisk. It is fish soaked in poison until it turns into jelly. What? You have no right to say what is and isn't delicious.
What sort of poison?
Lye.
Oh.
It is soaked in lye until it is completely, like, cured. And then the way you soak it, or you get it ready to eat, is you soak it in regular water until it turns back into normal fish texture-ish. But when you cook it, it doesn't actually turn back into normal fish. What it turns into is something sort of like fish jelly.
Fish jelly.
Well, it's more like, alright, you know that fat that forms on the top of meat if you let it sit? Or, like, the meat's juice?
Yeah, that's actually gelatin.
Yeah. That's what okay. It's like actual gelatin is what the entire meat's texture is like.
Ick.
So you're eating gelatinized fish.
Yeah, that sounds Swedish.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I was reading about another very, apparently disappearing tradition, which is disappearing for a reason, as far as I'm concerned, where what they actually do is they stuff a dead seal full of birds for a few days to make sure the birds can rot in the juices that the seal creates, because then it makes you be able to eat the bird, bones and all.
What?
This is a real food. People out there actually are starting to try and buy this and make it, or trying to make this more often, Even though what you are eating is birds that have sat in rotting seal juice.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Exactly. I actually think I heard someone say the same thing. But yeah.
Well, it is the obvious joke.
Yes, but it was just watching someone make those, watching someone make that, or eat that, I should say. Because they're like, yeah, well, you know, you can peel the skin off if you want, but most people eat it, but a lot of people eat it skins and feathers and all, since they've become so soft and mushy. And on top of this, they said that what the birds smell like is a rotting corpse.
Is that supposed to be a selling point?
That's how you know when it's done, apparently. By how much it smells like a rotting corpse. We're like, no, these are foods that need to disappear culturally. These are from the stupid days when we didn't know how to make real food. Oh, but, it's like the Japanese fermented fish that is considered such a cultural delicacy. Where it is like 10-year fermented fish. You ferment it in a barrel of rice.
Don't they have an egg product like that?
No, the Chinese have 1,000-year-old eggs.
Okay, Chinese.
Which is an egg that someone has let soak in at the bottom of a manure pile for a couple of months.
Right. Well, that's kind of misleading that it's not really 1,000-year at all.
Well, they call it that because it turns it horrifying black colors and makes it look evil. And this is considered a delicacy.
Right.
I had someone try and offer me one once. No! The funny part is it was my Chinese teacher, and he said, good! Because he basically was going around, because there was such a level of, I guess, Chinese weeabooism there, like, when, like, Chinese weeabooism, it's Chinese, we've gotta try it, it's a cultural thing. And, you know, everyone orders Chinese food every day, meanwhile he's going out for Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, do you want any of this Mugu Gai Pan? No, I had a sub. So he got like the 1,000-year-old egg and was like, I was the first person he offered it to, and he was like, do you want to try this? It's a 1,000-year-old egg. It's like, it smells like manure. Like, well, yes, they make it by soaking it in manure for about a month. Then no. And he patted me on the shoulder and smiled at me and said, good boy. And then he walked over it and offered it to someone else. Do you want to try this? This is a 1,000-year-old egg. Like, oh, I've heard of those. They're supposed to be a delicacy. It's like, yes, they're actually illegal to sell in the U.S. It was like, yeah, I'll try it. And they ate it. And you could tell by the look on their face that they realized they had just eaten a chicken egg soaked in shit. But they tried to say something nice about it directly afterwards because I guess they didn't want to insult him. And it was just one of those moments of, the fuck is wrong with you people? It's the same reason I never ate, or never have, and never will eat natto.
I don't even know what that is.
Alright.
Like what it's made of.
What natto is just soybeans. It is just soybeans that have been partially fermented. Now, here's the thing. When soybeans ferment, they start extruding snot.
Uh-huh.
Now, it looks, for all purposes, like a big old container of soybeans someone is jizzed in. I mean, that is what... And the more you stir it up, the stringier it gets and the whiter the snot turns. So, by the time you take a big spoonful, it looks like you're having bukkake. This is considered a delicacy in Japan because poor people will eat anything to survive and then the wealthy will try it. And if one wealthy person high enough rank likes it, it's a delicacy.
Right.
So, I have watched people try natto. First of all, it smells like a tub full of fermented semen. I mean, there's no other real explanation for that smell. It smells like a tub full of fermented horse bukkake. That is what this is. Of course, I have a friend who has tried and was like, I like it. I'm like, well, then you're gay. You're gay and a bestiophile. Congratulations. But, yeah, that's not, it's just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. The only... Jizz does not look as much like jizz as natto does. When you look at it, you're like, that's semen. If you put a container of semen with, like, soybeans in it next to a container of natto, they would probably point at the semen and go, that is the natto. Because it looks less like semen. But I know people who say that this is magical.
Okay, so we have beds now.
Yay! Let's sleep somewhere.
But there's no house.
Angel's going to bed and just... Give me 1 second. That was not what I intended to do. I was, going to, reach up and, tug lightly at her shirt in a kind of sweet manner, but instead I'm pretty sure I just reached up to kiss her goodnight and pinched her nipple. That was not the endearing gesture I had expected to do. Kind of a, well, that didn't go as planned.
Okay, the important question, though, did she complain?
No. But still.
Then you probably don't worry about it.
Mostly she laughed, but still.
Okay, that's not especially a good reaction either, but still.
Well, too tired for anything else. But I'm just gonna start building flat ground. Fuck it. We kind of need it at this point because we need storage space for things.
What were you gonna do? Build hills?
Yes, I will build a mountain. But it'll also give me a chance to start. We'll have to increase our storage capacity, so I would suggest...
Well, I put 2 more chests down.
Ah, okay, I missed those. But, I think it's probably...
Okay, come over here.
Hold on a second. Just checking. Alright, where are you?
Over here.
Helpful this is not... Oh, wait, I see now. Annual iron. Ah, there we go. Let's take a nap. A nice nap on top of all the monsters. I can't rest now, there are monsters nearby. Ah, now there aren't, apparently. Spawners are everywhere. Where are they, monsters? Yay! We have beds. Ow.
And we have daytime on command.
That will come in so handy. But I actually think it's probably going to be a good time for us to call it.
We have beds. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, we do. We have actually...
I think we can end on that.
Yeah, we have beds. I totally think that I'm gonna do some platform extending and widening off camera because this is just... We need space. We have been working in cramped little areas for so long.
We're kind of getting used to it, though, and the more stuff you add, the slower the game's gonna go.
That is true.
Of course, I think at this scale, that would take quite a while.
Yeah, especially because I'm not gonna be adding a whole world, just some dirt.
Besides, I'm still getting over 20 frames a second, which is astonishing for me.
So I'm gonna stop recording, and we'll be back next time.